Okay, very short lesson here. I was playing on somebody else's drums recently and their bass drum pedal and the whole bass drum thing felt so much better to me than mine, which I always think is crazy because this is the kit I play all the time and I've tried all sorts of different pedals and I've really struggled to get it to feel right. I always felt like I was touching the head too much and it just wasn't sounding right and it didn't feel right. And it was driving me nuts. And I noticed that the beater on this drum I was playing was going quite far forward to hit the head. I started out a long time ago. I saw Dave Weckls' Back to Basics video and he talked about putting the legs on the front of the bass drum to pull the front of the bass drum towards you. So what I mean is basically if you lift up the front of the bass drum a little bit, then let me show you here. You see here where the beater's going to hit the head. Well, on the Weckl video he was talking about tilting the bass drum this way. So I can't pull it so much here because the pedal's on, but basically pull it towards you so that the beater hits the head earlier. And he was talking about it hitting the head when it was perfectly vertical. So what I realized is that I had the front of this bass drum up too high. I hadn't really thought about how high I wanted it. I just did it according to what sort of looked right with the legs that were on this bass drum, and then I forgot about it. And the rest of the time I was adjusting pedal things to try and make it feel right. But today I lowered the front of the bass drum a little bit and it feels so much better to play. So the beater is now past vertical when it hits the head, but only a little way. Let me show you again. This is what it looks like. So, you know, that would probably be vertical there and it's going past that point. And prior to me changing it, it was hitting probably before it got to be vertical, and that was probably the problem. But I just wanted to record this to let you maybe try that, because if your bass drum isn't feeling good, that might be something that you want to play around with. I'd kind of forgotten that I'd ever done it and was focusing on pedal settings, whereas most pedals I like to set up as they come out of the box, just the standard settings and a pretty loose spring tension. So I couldn't figure out what the problem was, and that was it for me. So hopefully you'll get some mileage out of that.